Have you ever thought about where your produce comes from? Most grocery chains receive produce from various local and national farmers. In fact, there are about 3.4 million farmers in the United States today. But of that staggering number, only 45,000 are Black farmers. At the Better Buggy, we are a proud group of Atlanta-based Black-owned farmers, selling produce locally and nationwide. Our easy-to-navigate online platform makes it easy for you to make a one-time purchase or to simplify your life by subscribing to our weekly produce box. Whichever frequency you choose, you can order with confidence, knowing you'll receive 100% organic farm-fresh produce. If you're looking for a thoughtful gift for a loved one that they'd actually find useful, be sure to pop by our online store where you can snag a gift card your recipient can use to order their own produce and t-shirts. Ready to start supporting local Black-owned farms and making healthier food decisions? Visit thebetterbuggy.com now to start shopping.
America is not a racist country.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Biden, this picture that you're looking at is when Joe Biden was evaluating the damage that was left by Hurricane Ida. This is Manville. So this is another location that a tornado hit. So he's just standing in front of a home with some of the residents that live there. Now, he requested $30 billion for help, not only for the people that have gone through a disaster for Hurricane Ida, but also the Afghan refugees that came to this country. Ladies and gentlemen, he requested $30 billion to help people that are not even citizens of this land. He won't even go and request $3 for the Black community, but it's amazing how they'll help anybody, as long as it's not the Black community. You can be anyone in this country. If you need anything, this government will go above and beyond to help you. But they will completely ignore the people right under their noses. And you know what? That's how you know this is a very spiritual war that's going on. It's very spiritual. So this is NPR, September 7th, 2021. I'm going to go ahead and play this audio for you.
To help deal with two huge issues: natural disasters and resettling Afghan evacuees. The request represents two of the ongoing challenges that the Biden administration is facing right now. NPR White House correspondent Franco Ordonez reports.
The White House is calling for more than $24 billion to help with ongoing wildfires in California and hurricanes that have hit the United States. President Biden traveled to New York and New Jersey yesterday, where he blamed the devastation caused by the latest storm, Ida, on climate change.
The nation and the world are in peril. That's not hyperbole. Yeah. That is a fact. They've been warning us the extreme weather would get more extreme over the decade, and we're living in real time now.
Biden officials are also asking for $6.4 billion to help resettle vulnerable Afghans who were evacuated when the United States ended the war. The administration estimates that 65,000 Afghans will be brought to the U.S. by the end of the month, with thousands more over the next year. The money would go to security screenings and public health checks. It would also provide those allowed into the country help with their basic needs.
A week or so ago, we were being told that, Afghans are going to be paroled in, and we don't know if there's going to be governmental funding to help with that.
That's Matthew Sorens of the National Resettlement Agency, World Relief. He and others have been critical of the administration's decision to leave so many Afghan allies behind. But he said it was important for the U.S. to contribute funds.
There has been really great private support from churches and individuals, and we're still going to need that. We always do with refugee resettlement. But for the government to basically provide at least the normal funding that they do for refugee resettlement is an important step.
The Biden administration wants Congress to move quickly and include the funding in legislation that would help avert a government shutdown at the end of this month. Franco Ordonez, NPR News, Washington.
All right, y'all. So you heard that, right? So he is demanding funding for everybody else up in this bitch except for the Black community. So Joe Biden is asking Congress for billions in additional funding to help natural disasters and aid for Afghan refugees. That alone should be disturbing to a lot of people. This is taxpayer money, not only from other people, but the Black community is paying into these tax funds too. And we're being denied funding from money that we've been paying into for many, many decades in this country. But they will freely give it to somebody that didn't even work in this country, didn't contribute in this country, and they could care less if a war broke out tomorrow. See, they love to coddle and make these foreigners feel good, right? Sorry. Okay. Hang up there. Okay. So they love to coddle and make foreigners feel so welcomed in this country. At the same time, we who were born and raised and lived our entire existence in America get denied everything. See, this is why many of these foreigners will come here and look down their nose at us and wonder how we've been here all this time and nobody is, nobody is doing better. We're still down at the bottom. But they'll come in here and get welfare because what he's doing is requesting welfare for refugees. They'll get this welfare money and think they're better than us. And many of them come from these little dust ball countries that don't have anything, but they'll cross the ocean and instantly believe they're better than us. But America will help them do that. They will. So you see how free, I mean, what, these refugees just got here, what, about a week ago? And he's already requesting billions and billions of dollars for them. So they're able to get more accomplished for them in 1 week of being in America than many of us that have been here a lifetime. That says a lot. That tells you the level of hatred they have for our people. So, they're also talking about the hurricanes, the wildfires, and everything. And you heard what he said, it's climate change and all the stuff we've heard before. So he visited, and I remember when he was here just about a day ago in New Jersey. And he also went to New York in areas that got hit with floods and tornadoes from the remnants of Hurricane Ida that came up the coast. And, now Hurricane Larry is a threat. So they've been keeping their eye on that because it could potentially, when it finally make its way up the coast, flood the same areas again. So they really got their eye on that. And I'm virtually hearing about that every day locally. Okay, the money is also being used to resettle vulnerable Afghans. Comes as the Biden administration estimate that 65,000 will be brought to the U.S. by the end of the month. An additional 30,000 would arrive over the course of 12 months. So you're talking about 95,000 coming here from Afghanistan, and all of them are going to get more aid than the Black citizens that have been here forever. And we were here before these folks got here. That's why they're fabricating all kinds of stories of them coming here and we weren't here and all this. You got to just ignore the lies. We've been told a mountain of lies over and over and over. And you got to get to the point where you're willing to cut off them and their lies. So the US and allies evacuated about 124,000 people last month from Kabul. the Afghan capital. The money is certainly critical to make sure that we are fulfilling this bipartisan commitment to our Afghan allies and partners. A senior administration official said Tuesday, today, on a call with reporters. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been looking at some of the comments and, oh, well, they did help the U.S. When they were over there. They were interpreting, they were doing this and that. This is bull. This is BS, y'all. Black men have fought in every single war this country had. That gets overlooked because some people in Afghanistan did some interpretation for them, and they were working with them when they were stationed over in that country. That is more priority than the people, the descendants of the people that fought in every war in this country. You see how they try to prioritize everything, even when they attempt to do so. It is a bunch of BS for real. How is that even possible? But I guess to a corrupt mind, that makes a lot of sense, don't it? America, you're on a decline for a reason. You never could get your priorities straight. And this is a good example of it. Y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.